Hey, welcome friends. This is Dale at Three Generations. This is an exciting day for me. I get to introduce you to our mystery tractor. Oh, I'm supposed to introduce you to the owner. The owner. He still owns it because I haven't written the check yet, so we have to remember to do the check.
That's right.
or this is a stolen piece of property going down the road, I guess you call it. Hey, so anyhow, so this is Dana Summers. A friend of mine from many years back, from right after college days. I worked with Dana. Actually, I worked for Dana. And I just wanted to introduce him and let him tell some of the history of this tractor. For me, it's an incredible history, and I thought some of you would really enjoy hearing that. So with no further ado, you can introduce yourself, Dana, and tell me what your first tell me how the tractor came to be in your family, and your first memories of that, if you want.
My first memories of the tractor is when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
My dad bought it new in 1948.
Yep.
And I remember looking out the kitchen window, watching them unload it in Peru, Indiana.
Peru, Indiana. Okay.
Indiana.
Yep.
And this is the tractor I grew up with. I mean, it's been with me for 74 years. So it's time to let somebody else have it, and I know somebody that will take care of it. In 1977, my dad had a farm sale, sold the tractor. Mm-hmm. I was working at Lauraville, and the director had told me to tell my dad to donate it to the camp. I wasn't going to tell him to donate the tractor. So after the sale, we were sitting around the kitchen table talking, and I told Dad what the director had said. He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" And that was all I thought about it. And about 2 weeks later, he called and he says, "Your tractor's ready to come to Lauraville." So we moved it on to Lauraville, and it was there from 77 to 1992, when Maynard Brubaker called me and said, "We're going to get a bigger tractor. Would you?" No, he called Donna and asked her if she wanted to give Dana a birthday present, a Christmas present, wasn't it, dear? Anyhow, we went to Lauraville and hauled it to Amigo Center, where I was working at that point.
Yes.
And
where's Amigo Center?
Sturgis, Michigan.
Okay.
Actually, the tractor hasn't had much work since that time.
Yeah.
So it's been resting for the last 25 years. And in 1977, Dale and Ed Peachy tore the tractor down and repainted it. He's going to have to do it again. It wore off.
Yep.
So it's good to see the tractor going to Dale, and I know he'll take care of it. And yeah, it's kind of a good day and a different day.
Yeah.
It's hard to see it go after 74 years, but it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
So you mentioned me. What do you remember about me coming on staff there at Laurelville?
You really want to know?
Yeah, sure. I'll edit it out. But describe the place that you worked in setting this up.
Mm-hmm. We worked at a camp retreat center in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, and we took on summer staff to help with the camp work. And Maynard Brubaker went to Heston College to recruit staff for the summer, and he was to get 2 maintenance guys, and Dale was one of those maintenance guys. When Dale came in 1976 or 7,
76.
long hair wasn't the main thing to do at that point. And here comes Dale with hair down to his shoulders, and I said, "Maynard, what did you bring me?" But yeah, we couldn't have gotten a better fella. Dale spent many evenings at our house for supper. We just had a good time working together. I'm not sure how many years it was at that point. Then he went off and got married and brought his wife back, and the two of them worked at camp with us for a while. So that's my memories of Dale.
Yeah.
At the camp.
So anyhow, that's how Dana and I met. He was the maintenance supervisor, and I came as a summer staff person Maynard Brubaker recruited me because I had worked a couple summers as a rough-in carpenter, and they were building a new building, and so he thought those skills, he just didn't know that I didn't have a lot of skills in anything else. My dad, being a tractor mechanic, you'd think I'd have some mechanical skills and some other stuff, but I wasn't really that skilled. And so, credit to Dana, he taught me a lot. And I have a lot more to learn yet. But anyhow, those were really good years. I was there 2 years. I was there for the summer, and they talked me into staying for another year, and then I stayed another summer and another year. And then I went off to get married. And then they talked me into coming back. Dana called me one day. I was working as a framing carpenter, and the economy was going downhill right then, and there weren't a lot of new houses being built. But I still had a job, and he invited me to be the assistant director of maintenance. So Dana had become the executive director, or whatever they called it, and so he hired me as the assistant maintenance supervisor, or however it was worded back then. But so those were good years, and this tractor, you know, I think I remember plowing snow with it.
A lot of snow. Snow.
I forgot about the painting of the tractor. Dana reminded me when I came and looked at it the other week that Ed and I had done that. And after he started talking about it, I remembered it being in pieces, and I remembered that I learned how to paint while I was at Laurelville. I didn't remember what it was on. It was on his family tractor, and it still looks like it's okay.
It turned out very good. You did a great job.
And the other thing, I think, was this. Did we have a PTO thing on this? Or we ran the buzzsaw.
Yes, we did.
We ran. So I remember running the buzzsaw. There was a big woods all around Laurelville, Mennonite Church Center there, and in the winter I was out cutting trees a lot. And one day, you want to tell that story?
I don't remember the story.
Okay, you can fill in when.
Okay.
So, I'm out there, and a couple of the other maintenance guys, my workers, were out there, and we were getting ready to cut down a tree right beside the cabin he lived in. And I had surveyed it, and I thought I knew the direction that thing would fall. And lo and behold, it started going right at their house, and it would have gone right through the house. I mean, so what do you remember?
I didn't remember that one. I didn't remember.
Do you remember coming? I think we called you, and you and Maynard came, and we hooked up a chain, I think it was to this tractor.
Okay.
And we pulled it back. Now, I'm sure we had wedges and stuff and sledgehammers, but I think it had gone far enough, and it was scary enough that we had to do something more drastic, and so we pulled it, I believe, with this tractor. It could have been with Maynard's backhoe. It could have been with that. I don't remember.
Sure.
But I was thinking it might have been this tractor. But anyhow, stories. We could go on with stories. I think there's all kinds of them from those days. But anyhow, thank you, Dana.
You're very welcome.
I'm really excited about getting this tractor, really. And with the history that you have with it, and the history that I had with it, I am just really excited.
Good.
So thank you, and thank you too. Thanks for watching, friends. Blessings. Bye. I hope it's still recording.